It's like I've taken the mental shackles out of my brain. I feel liberated. I don't know whether it's the Queen passing on that I now think I can just sort of say openly what I want to say without worrying. I'm really, truly authentic Sarah now.
Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, a royal who never quite fit the mold. No longer a working royal, her marriage to Prince Andrew ended in 1996, just months before Princess Diana's divorce was finalized. The famous sister-in-laws sharing the glare of the world's spotlight.
Diana would be very proud of her grandchildren.
Do you think that she'd be proud of, not just of her grandchildren, but of her sons?
I think we'd have a granny off. Because she would run faster in the races.
Of course.
Yeah. But I wonder, she'd probably be funnier. No, I think I'd be funnier. She has very good grandchildren. And, you know, her boys are really special boys.
For more than 2 decades, the Duchess was one of the most photographed and scrutinized women in the world, often ridiculed in tabloids from around the globe.
It's so bad that you said 82% would rather sleep with a goat than Fergie, or fat, frumpy Fergie, you know, the Duchess of Pork, all these things. All these extraordinary moments, but they've made me stronger.
Did you feel that way as part of the royal household, that there are so many, like, traditions that you were chafing against?
I'm not good at conforming.
The Duchess says she's channeled her turmoil over the prying press into her love of writing. You've been quoted saying that you took to writing to avoid, like, the chaos and a lot of tabloid noise that was occurring. In what way was writing cathartic for you as an escape?
Yes, I think that I'm very lucky to be here, alive, right now. I know. Because I had to address lots of mental issues all the way through, which is why I've written 82 books.
Does this mean you had thoughts of self-harm?
I didn't want to end my life. I don't have that in me. But I did have to go through very serious eating disorders and very serious disorders, mental disorders of having no self-worth.
This is only her second novel, A Most Intriguing Lady, a historical romance centered around Lady Mary, a proper Victorian woman by day, an amateur sleuth by night. The title isn't the only parallel to the Duchess's life. In what ways do you think this sort of mirrors your life of being a little bit of a royal rebel?
So true. Well, I think the red hair goes a long way for that. Lady Mary is me. Sarah is cheeky, is feisty, is rebellious, is Lady Mary, is everything in my book.
The new book coming after a lifetime's worth of royal scandal, the pressures of a royal marriage fracturing their fairy tale romance. In recent years, Prince Andrew has been scrutinized for his close ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, now deceased. The prince also accused of sexually assaulting a 17-year-old. While he's never been criminally charged, he settled a civil lawsuit without admitting wrongdoing. You've been divorced for many, many years, and yet you've been Andrew's rock through thick and thin.
Yes.
What's it been like watching him go through this withering public scrutiny?
So sad, so sad. We've been there for each other. You know, when I've gone through really bad times in the past, Andrew's always been there. He is exceptionally kind, and he is a very seriously good grandfather. He's very steadfast for the girls. We are women that also have had to see an extraordinary demise of a very strong man, and that has been really difficult to see.
But in many ways, you are an exemplary example of co-parenting, co-grandparenting as divorcees.
I know. It is extraordinary, isn't it? We do say we're divorced to each other.
The Duchess says the scandals surrounding the prince brought her closer to the Queen.
We were his bookends during the last 3 years. The most incredible thing about Her Majesty was that she listened. She really was my idol. Beatrice and Eugenie and I think of it like a hand on your back, that it's always there for support. And she was just like that.
And the corgis came to live with you.
We go out and then they bark into the air, and I think the Queen's with me when they do.
What do you hope for the reign of King Charles?
I've always adored him all my life. You know, I believe that he is an extraordinary person.
Her latest novel coming on the heels of another royal book, Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, getting backlash 3 years after he and Meghan stepped down as senior royals.
What do you think about sort of where they are?
What I'm thrilled about is seeing Harry so happy. He's got his lovely wife and he's got beautiful children, and I'm thrilled for him for that. He deserves to be loved like that.
The Duchess is focused on sharing her writing with the world.
So great to meet
This is
you.
your bookstore.
Yes, it
You're
is.
so incredible.
We met up with the Duchess at Annabelle's Book Club LA. And 16-year-old Annabelle Chang, Instagram influencer turned bookstore owner, is a huge fan.
How on earth have you done this? I mean, seriously, Annabelle.
I started selling books online and at pop-up events, and seeing how excited people were, I wanted to make it a more permanent store.
The two bonding over their mutual love of reading.
And so what's your favourite author, do you think, apart from me? Of course.
Yes, you're my favorite.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
The Duchess now drawing daily inspiration from her lifelong idol.
I bought one of the quotes that the Queen used to say a lot to me. The world needs that kindness now more than ever, the kindness and consideration for others that disarms malice and allows us to get on with one another with respect and affection.
What goes through your mind when you read that?
Those words are very strong. I said, well, what would you like me to do? And I said, I will always uphold your values, which I think is very important. But more than ever, she said, keep writing.
Wow. So writing, in a way, is sort of a royal performance.
Well,
It's a royal command.
It is. It is. I like to think that.
And her new book, A Most Intriguing Lady, is on sale today.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.